Game studios only actually get paid for making things fun. They don't get paid for building backend technology. But if you choose the wrong backend provider, you can really get thrown under the bus. So here in Web3, we often talk about Rugples. The biggest rug pull in gaming history was Amazon when they shut down a service called GameSparks. Had 2,000 games on this service. They shut all the games down because they didn't want to continue the service. So when you choose a platform, you expose yourself to enormous risk, and a large centralized provider can actually shut you down. So we saw some of those problems. And frankly, when we got started as a software company, we started hearing the same complaints or worries about us, like what happens if Beamable goes away? And we had always wanted to make the technology decentralized, but as other leaders in the field like Helium and so forth started coming forward, we realized that we had to do two things: open source the platform, but also open up the network itself so that the nodes that operate this technology for backend services and games would have the interoperability, could keep on running, even if Beamable didn't exist.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
So that was our goal. There's a few major benefits that you get with DeepIn in gaming. One is the reduction of centralized dependency risk. That is really the biggest thing in games, just because as I mentioned with Amazon was able to basically destroy a couple thousand games who had bet on them, right? So game studios are very, very wary today of placing a bet on anything where they can't take it either in-house or just switch things around to another provider. But it's not easy to do unless the network has actually been designed around interoperability and the ability to just spin up new nodes wherever you want. And that's where the second piece comes in, which is it isn't just decreasing the risk. It's the fact that you operate within an ecosystem which accelerates your development because now people are willing to contribute to an ecosystem. People don't contribute to the Microsoft PlayFab ecosystem or didn't contribute to the Amazon GameSparks platform because there was no reason to. A, you couldn't get paid for it, and B, why would you want to just build within one company's proprietary infrastructure?
Great point.
So our hope is that by creating something that's open, both at the software and the infrastructure level, that we're actually going to speed up game development, take more things off the table for game developers so that they can focus on the fun. So that if you need a matchmaking system or a social system or a chat system or all these things that come up in online services, you just pull it off the shelf.
That's amazing.
So our hope is that by creating something that's open, both at the software and the infrastructure level, that we're actually going to speed up game development, take more things off the table for game developers so that they can focus on the fun. So that if you need a matchmaking system or a social system or a chat system or all these things that come up in online services, you just pull it off the shelf.